Stop explaining yourself to people about why you moving the way you moving in your life. It ain't none of their business. That's what's wrong with people nowadays. Like, motherfuckers really don't know how to just stay in their own lane. Don't nobody, I don't care how they try to make it seem. Don't nobody got their shit together completely. I don't care what they make it look like on the outside. Posting hella pictures or, you know, whatever they doing to make it seem like they got it all together. Don't nobody have it all together. We all come up short somehow. And we all gonna come up short somehow till the day we die. Everybody in life, including myself, we're all out here trying to figure things out. And we gonna come to several crossroads. And we gotta decide when we get to the crossroad which way to go. And sometimes we might pick a way to go and it'll be the wrong way. That's okay, that's life. Just as long as you learn from that shit and you figure out another way. But you don't owe nobody no explanation for why you moving the way you moving. This shit ain't easy. Especially when you out here by yourself. You got some people out here that was blessed with, you know, a few people, at least one person in their life that can give them guidance and all that when they need it. But it's a lot of people out here who don't have that. And so they out here just trial and error. That's how I look at this shit, a whole bunch of trial and error. No matter what you do to get to where you're trying to be. Even when it comes to you becoming your greatest self, you're going to always fall short somehow. And that's okay. Ain't nobody out here perfect. But as long as you keep getting up when you fall, as long as you don't let fear stand in your way and you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you're going to be all right. You got to do what's best for you. Can't nobody tell you that. Because they not in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? They don't think the way you think. They don't feel how you feel. We are all our own individuals. So stop listening to people when they trying to tell you about how you feel or how you should feel or how you should move. They don't know a damn thing. What worked for them may not work for you. What's best for them may not be what's best for you. And people just gotta understand that shit. Let people live their life the way they feel like they should live it. And they'll learn. If you got your shit together, if you feel like you got your shit together, that's cool. That's good for you. But don't sit there and look down on other people or turn your lip up at other people when they move in a certain way. Just because you don't understand why they moving, it's not for you to understand. It's not your life. You don't have to sit here and compare your life to someone else's life. I see a lot of times, especially on social media, where, you know, people post pictures and shit and they always talking about goals this and goals that. Ain't no goals over this way coming from looking at somebody else's life. I don't ever look at someone else's relationship or someone else's, you know, whatever they got going on in their life and think goals. Because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But what I do know is that I'm going to live my life the best way I know how. Work on and continue working on, because I feel like when you work on becoming your greatest self, that's a lifelong process. It ain't nothing that's temporary. You continue to work on yourself and become your greatest self to the day you die. You can only do the best you can. Especially with people that's holier than thou and all them religious folks and shit like that. And they talk about how saved they are and all that. I don't care how saved you think you are. You're not far from where you used to be. Stop putting people down. Stop looking at people like, or act like when you see a person moving a certain way or talking a certain way or acting a certain way, like you ain't used to do the same shit. Instead of you looking down on them, pray for them. Something. But when it comes to you living your life, stop explaining yourself to other people. Everybody don't have they shit completely together. I do not care what they make it seem like. They don't. And at the same time though, ain't nobody gonna tell you that. I am, because that's how real I am. I still have I did a lot of work on self. I still I figured a lot of shit out. But I still have a lot of work to do at the same time. And I still have a lot of shit to figure out. But I don't owe you no explanation. Because who are you? I don't even pay shit like that any mind, any type of mind. I give it no energy. You sit there, you try to tell a person, about what you doing or, the moves you making, and they look at you and they got their lip all turned up and shit, and they be like, why? Looking at you all crazy like you done said the worst thing in the world. I don't know, but what I do know is this is what I'm doing right now. This is how I'm moving right now. And at this moment, I feel like this is what's best for me. That's why I got to a point where I don't say shit to nobody. I don't tell people shit. Unless I choose to, but most times I'm not expressing to you what I got going on. When the time is right, you'll see it. But don't ever let nobody make you feel guilty or make you feel like you gotta explain yourself or why you're moving a certain way or explain your life. Live your life the best way you know how. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna fall short.